Hi, I'm Mrs. Wilson. I'm here today to help you come up with fun at-home activities that you can do with your child or children ages 3, 4, and 5. I'm a retired public school teacher, Montessori teacher, children's minister, and theater arts teacher. The first thing we're going to talk about is practical life. Practical life is one of the first things you do in a Montessori classroom. And if you'll zoom in close, you'll see I have a cutting board here and an apple that I've been cutting on. This is a plastic knife, sharp, dull point. You only let the child use this after they've watched you cut an apple or a carrot with a plastic knife. But before they start, they have to have clean hands, which goes along with our pandemic preparation. And a good song is, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Now the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. And then we dry them. Drying is as important as washing them. And then folding is also important in practical life. So we cut a little bit off the apple here. It's amazing that a little plastic knife can do this. And it's also good development for the young child's fine motor skills. The same skills are needed when you hold a pencil. At the end of the day, the children that had cut up apples were allowed to share them with the classroom, and everyone was allowed to have a tiny piece. Of course, they put it out and only the one person touched it, and everybody had to have clean hands. I put a box of tissues out to remind everyone that we cough in our elbow and we keep our hands away from our face. Another thing the young child likes to do is help. So here's a little spray, antibacterial spray, and one of the things they can do is dust and clean along with mom or dad. And again, it's important to fold and do a complete cycle. You start from beginning to end. One of the nicest activities we have in Montessori is squeezing a sponge. If you can see here, I have a sponge and two little holders. And you just twist. Again, these are the motions that you need for writing. So you put the sponge in, and now we're going to go to the other side and squeeze and twist. Children love water. They love to do this. If you spill a little water on your space, it's not a big problem. It comes right up, and you only need a small amount of water. Another activity is folding. When you are doing the laundry, your child can help. And carefully fold and put them in the basket or wherever you need to put them. So all of this has been practical life. The next activity is sensorial. Sensorial is dealing with the 5 senses. This is called the sound cylinders. I made them myself by collecting empty jars that are plastic, and you shake one. It's got a little happy face on it. That doesn't sound the same. That doesn't match. That doesn't match either. Let me try again. These sound the same. The sound jars are wonderful. Another activity for sensorial, they're all in Montessori, there are all kinds of blocks. These are just any blocks that you happen to have. You can add toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls with them. And then another fun thing to do is when you're taking a bath, put numbers and shapes in your bath water. That's equally as fun. We're going to leave the sensorial and the practical life and go to language arts. Language arts is the center of the young child's life. If you don't have any phone ABCs, you can get these at the dollar store, and always try to get lowercase. 98% of everything we read is in lowercase. This is uppercase, and that's fun. This one I painted the consonants blue and the vowels red. You don't have to do that. You can just not do that, or if you don't have anything like this, just write the ABCs down, but use lowercase. So here's our language arts sign. First thing we're going to do is sing the song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Okay. Yes, the child can do that, and you want them to be able to do that and touch the letters. But what you've taught them are the names of the letter, which is important, but they need to know the sounds in order to read. This is the other part you need to teach them. Abacada, evaga, ha, ija, ka, la, ma, na, apa, qua, ra, sa, ta, ava, wa, x, ya, za. Now I sound my abacus. Next time, won't you sound with me? Here's what sounding can do. When small letters are alone, they usually say their long, strong sound, their name. I, A. But when they're together, they say their short sound. Sa, but here's two together. This is a consonant, but now two together say another long sound. E, sa, E. I see ducks. Let's take two ducks away and add an A. Again, it's all alone. It's saying the long sound. I, S, E, C, A, duck. This little exercise, ICA and IC, is something that you can teach a young child. Right away, you'll be amazed at how many sentences and how quickly they can read that. Another activity you can do with consonants saying their short sound is make a small book. Ba, a, ta, bat. All you have to do is come up with the short little word you want, and it's just a piece of paper folded in half. And the amazing part of a small book is it easily fits in a small child's pocket. So here are small books I've made. You need an abaca book. So any little book you find at the library or bookstore at the store. Apple. Bat. Cat. Anything you can do to practice those sounds and do it in a fun way will help your child. And also, you can go around the house and say, let's find things that start with, what letter shall we get? Let's do T. Let's walk around the house and find all the things that start with T. Children love to do that. Another activity, very Montessori, is the mystery bag. Let's put an I, a S, an E, and an A. Let's see what I feel an I. I feel a S. I feel, ooh, this is an A. It says A and A. And I feel an E. It says E and A. But we've learned that E part. I see a duck. And we've got a period there. So we've talked about basic language skills. Now we're going to move on to math. Math shares something with Montessori, and that is sandpaper letters and sandpaper numbers. I've got the sa here. It's very important to use the pointer finger. And I just use construction paper to make these. You make them for numbers 1 through 10 and for the letters. This is sand I found at the dollar store. This is sand I got from the beach, glue. And you use a large marker. You can use index cards that don't require any cutting at all. You will use your sandpaper letters and sandpaper numbers over and over again. Another thing, you can find these foam ABC numbers, again, at a dollar store. They come like this, and then you can put paper behind it, and the child can make the numbers. And if you have a fat pencil, that's best, but if you don't have a fat one, don't worry about it. Thin pencils are just fine. Again, just like before, the numbers can go in the mystery bag, and you can feel the numbers and find them. Another thing you can make for math are shapes. Here's a circle. All you need is a piece of construction paper or cardboard, and make a circle out of the end and then cut it out. So the basic shapes are circle, triangle, rectangle, and square. Finally, the basis of all math is being able to count to 10 and know the value. So it's not enough to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to know the value. So 1, 1. You can use a spoon or a popsicle stick. Spoons are great for grasping for the young child. 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you want to have some fun too. Just use a box, any box, cut out the middle, and you have a puppet theater. A pair of white socks easily makes a puppet, and there you've created movement, and that if it's an older, 5-year-older that has been to kindergarten most of the year, they could even write a script. Pandemic, what does that mean? Pan means a view, a panoramic view. Demic means an illness. That means everybody around the world is sick right now, and we have to help them get well. So maybe we could make a globe. All you need is a balloon, some Elmer's glue and water and blue paper, and then go online. You'll get the continents and glue them on there. And this is a little pandemic mask. And again, it's just a circle. I used this shape. I pulled it in and put string on the sides. Have fun. And remember, we're all in this together, but we're going to be okay. Thanks so much for listening.